Hello and welcome back again. This video is just going to be about detailing more than anything else. It's not going to have too many trains running, not the running sessions anyway, but this is about what I've been up to. This thing here, if you've been following me and watched my previous video, you know why this board's actually here. Um, so I want to just quickly walk you through what I've been up to and some of the detailing I've been doing. Quite a lot of detailing. I actually surprised myself. And the big thing is, I've come up with an idea. It's only temporary, but I put in place to do with that gap. You'll see what I mean. As you can see, the tan scene has come on massively. I mean, this is the thing that I've been really working on, has been detailing the tan scene. So I just want to share with you what I've actually been doing to do with detailing. So we'll start over here. As you can see, someone's dumped a black bag of rubbish and a load of old soot there. But on the brick wall it says beware you are now in Taviot. Now the reason I painted that on there is because where I grew up on Taviot Estate, someone did actually paint it in a very similar well font to this, and actually made newspapers as well, because it was an East London estate in the 80s. It had a lot of crime in it, and this was actually painted on the wall with what looks like a gloss paint and a 6-inch paintbrush. So I replicated it on here. Like I said, I put the rubbish there as well. A little bit of something on the wall there, JW. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's named after my dog Jaeger, with a J. But anyway, done that. And also, let's look at some of the detailing I've done. So over here, as we come along, we've got another sign there. Can you help? As you know from the previous video, if you watched it, there's been a murder scene. So we've got the coppers, we've got Inspector ... because I ain't got a name for him, whatever, I don't know what I want to call him, but got him there, talked to the coppers. You can see that the tan scene's really been taking shape. So I put some detail in there, including what we've got here is like an half-eaten kebab with lettuce and salad or whatever. And well, what happens when you go to the pub and try to finish a kebab on a Friday night? So I've got a little sort of what resembles puddler sick and half-eaten kebab in a plastic box there. This was all scratch built as well, done it out of plastic card. And with the shavings from the plastic card, I made the kebab meat and the salad and whatever. I don't know, it's just a little bit different, isn't it? Like I said, they're still questioning suspects as well. Who saw what in the tan scene? Over here we've got, I've done a street sign, Zetland Street, E14. Also done Taviot Street, E14. These are streets in the estate that I grew up in. Apparently Taviot, those of you that are Scottish would know that Taviot would be pronounced as Teviot, and Zetland Street is Shetland Street. Shetland, oh, I'm not sure, but Shetland Street, I'm sure it is, and Taviot Street. The estate where I grew up, not the greatest of estates, I must admit, back in the 80s, but my science teacher at school, he was Scottish, and he said, no, it's Taviot and Shetland. Anyway, who cares anyway? Right, now, this thing in the corner, I hate that gap in the corner. Yous all know I hate the gap in the corner. A couple of friends of mine on YouTube, John Warner, you got Kev at Midway Peninsula, they were trying to tell me how to do the gap, which I really appreciate it quite a lot. Um, by doing street map views and cutting out and pasting and whatever, it didn't look right to me. I wanted to get rid of that gap, and this is what I'd done. Got rid of whatever it was called, that shop, something fabrics or whatever it's called. Got rid of it, didn't like it. I put a double girder bridge up that I made out of the Pico girder bridge section. Put the wall there. I just think it takes the dairy off of that. What's going in the corner? Does it look right? Don't it look right? I did a number of printouts. You can see if you look, there is a printout behind it. But it just didn't look right having a shop there. It had a shop there, and the gap was too big. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this part of it, all the brickwork part of it, but I can deal with that later. But I think you'd agree with me that that actually turned out pretty decent, and I think it looks alright. I think it looks really good. It just took away that corner and done something with it. What I'm going to do on the top, I don't know yet. Really don't know whether it's going to be bushes, or I might cut up a coach and a Mark III coach and have that going over. I don't know. But what I don't like the idea of the lorry going over the bridge and the bus going over the bridge, and it's just too obvious that that's exactly what you'd want to see from a modelling perspective. But talking about buses, a bit more detail. You can see now I've got a bus stop sign, and I bought this, and this this was actually supposed to be coming out of under the bridge to sort of take the dairy off that, you know, that back seam thing that I've done. But it was just too big. It didn't fit. It didn't look right. So the only way to have done it would have been to have cut it down, like cut it in half and have it coming out from under the bridge. But there's no way I'm going to do it to this, because this is an absolute beaut. It's the S2 bus, yellow doors up the front, red on the back. S2 bus going to Clapton Pond, Bromley Station. This was the bus I used to get on in the 80s as a kid to go and see my cousins over in Bow. I looked on eBay. I looked and looked, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to actually cut and shut and do a kit bash with something and make it look like the S2 bus. And then this popped up. Got it for 15 quid. I couldn't believe it, to be honest. But like I said, there's no way that's getting chopped up. So I've got the double long wheelbase, double wheels on the back, and I'm not touching it. Just say it looks good coming under the bridge. I ain't gonna do it. Didn't want to cover up my bus stop. Don't like the idea that the bus is actually waiting at the bus stop. From a modelling perspective, that is really prototypical, because that's what you see, but there's nowhere else to put it. I'm not cutting it up, and it is what it is, and I actually love that bus. I think it looks really good. Yeah, so let us know what you think about what I've done with this corner. It's all temporary, it's not glued down, nothing's glued down, but I actually really like the way that come out. I think that just finishes it off nicely. That double girder bridge thing, I still got to put the height restriction part on it as well, but it really come out nice as well. Gonna do a bit more rubbish here, gonna get some graffiti to put on the wall there. Beware You and Taviot is something that is sentimental to me as growing up as a kid. Like I said, side Zeppelin Street, Taviot Street. Oh yeah, we've got whoever he is there, the copper investigating as well. So yeah, I think it's really come on nice. I like the way I've done the street lamps as well. I've carefully spaced them out. They look really nice. Well, I think they look nice. It's good enough for me. Still got to do the pelican crossing, the lollipop, flashing lollipop, whatever. It's still to come. There's one thing that aggs me with this crossing. Zebra crossings always start black. Black, white, black, white, black, white, black. And they always end in black as well. Mine, well, it does and it don't. It's very close to the mark, but I'm not changing it now. It is what it is. So yeah, I mean, got the street lamps in, got quite a lot done. Talking about the half-eaten kebab and a pile of, well, whatever that is on the floor from Friday night. If you look over at the chip yard, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this actually in picture for you. You can actually see in there that Stavros is cutting up his kebab. It's quite dark in there. I ain't got the lighting done yet, but he's in the chip shop cutting up the kebab for the next victim. And then as we move along, some more detailing that I've done. There's Vivian at the young ones. Again, Vivian, he's saying as growing up as a kid, he was one of my favourite characters in the young ones. So I thought I'd model him, put green stuff on his hair to shape it and mould it, so I do that ginger colour. And then we come over to the pub. The pub, as you'll notice, has been renamed. It's the Prince Alfred. Again, it's got meaning to me throughout the 80s, early 90s. I've also done this as well. If you look, I've got a pub sign. That's Prince Alfred there. This is done from a bit of sprue. Well, a sprue. And what I've done, went on eBay, looked at Prince Alfred, some portraits, printed them out, made little swinging signs to make the pub look a little bit more realistic. Prince Alfred is actually on the other side as well. Inside the pub, if you look, well, if I'll get you to look, there's a guy with a West Ham t-shirt on, and he's, I don't know if I can zoom in and show you, but he's got his hand up in the air shouting at the TV screen because West Ham's just scored. He's got his wife there with her arms against her hips. She can't understand what it's all about. Johnny Dove in there still fighting away with that guy. But the guy in the West Ham t-shirt and the missus being a bit cross, I thought was a nice bit of detailing. What else did I do? So this thing here, it's a bench, come out really nice, really pleased with it. The bench is actually made from this, but not the actual bus stop shelter. But what I've done, if you look, is I actually cut away this cardboard stuff. I cut away the cardboard, made myself a little bench, but it actually looks really, really nice. I'm really pleased with it. I think they come out well. Love the Prince Alfred, the sign, and believe it or not, it does actually, yous know yourselves, I mean, yous do model railways, you know that it takes a lot of time to do stuff. All these little details like the half-eaten kebab and the pile of sick and whatever else, and the bridge and whatnot. But I don't know if you agree, but I actually think the town scene really, really looks good. That has really come together nice. The S2 bus was a blessing. I thought it was brilliant, but it really, really looks good now. Yeah, so I will get these lit. Don't know when, but I will get them lit. That'd be a bit more detailing. So talking of detail, um, this is what I've been up to. Been doing quite a lot of detailing, um, you know, and it looks really nice. So let's carry on with the detailing, but on another side of the board. Actually got train station signs now. What stop you're actually pulling into? Cranham. So I've done these. Again, it's made up. I made this out of plastic card. Done the actual print off my printer, just an inkjet printer. And sorry about the flicker, but the poles are actually earbuds. So I made the poles out of earbuds, cut them down, paint them red to go with the theme. And I think they actually come out really, really nice. I like them. I'll have to move that HST out of the station so you can see properly. Station signs, like the way they come out as well. It's not in focus. But yeah, you can see the station signs, again made out of plastic card, printed stuff off the computer. And I really, really do like these because they come out really neat. They're very neat, very tidy, and I just think they really look the part. So there you go, there's my update. I always start my videos by going a quick update, and I didn't do it because I thought, you know what, it's never a quick update. They go on for about 20 odd minutes, didn't they? But so I just wanted to share this with you, show you what I've been up to. I'm really, really pleased with it. I'm particularly pleased with this corner. I think it came out brilliant. It answers my problem. Those of you that follow my channel know I'm really, really fussy with detail. Things have to make sense. Having a big gaping gap there, and all right, I'm still not over the moon with this one, but it's so small, the picture, that it does sort of take the dairy off that corner, if you like. And I'm sure you'd agree that actually I've been busy and it's really come out really well. I'm really, really pleased with it. Not sure what I'm going to do with this part of it. There's a gate. I've still got this building, Pandora Fashions, that was it, a little slim building. I was going to put it on this side of the gate, make it into, I don't know, a derelict house. That's why it's all fenced off. I don't know what to do with this. I mean, the size of it, you can see, is that sort of size. If you've got any ideas for me, I'd really appreciate it. Your ideas, I do take note of them. You know you are. He mentioned half-eaten kebab and a pile of sick. I took his advice, and you know, I'll take all your advice. I don't just brush it off. So any advice on this part, I would really appreciate it. I'm a bit lost. I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. Yeah, so there you go. Shut it, enough's enough. Let us get on with our job, will you? Keep banging on about and harping on about this and bloody that and blah. Let's get on with it. Sorry, mate. Forgot it was a bit of a crime scene going on here. I mean, the thing is, we got this guy, we've got this scenario going on with him, but all he does is stands around, don't really do much. I mean, if he is any sort of inspector, I mean, you think he would actually find out who actually done it. I mean, there's only, what, you got another copper, couple of people in the pub, now got Vivian from the 80s, out the young ones, guy in the kebab shop. Not really a lot going on, is there, mate? And you still can't work it out, can you? But, oh no. Take care, you lot. Speak to you all soon. Cheers.